Stanton's Jokes and Stories here again, 6/10/2020. Every morning I'm asked if I've been out of the state, out of the United States, or out of the country to places that have the coronavirus. And I always tell them something funny every morning. I always have to be back overnight to the next morning to be asked the same thing by people. And I always tell them funny ways of transportation. So if this can get your mind off the coronavirus and make you laugh a little bit, then it's all worth it to me. If I can make one person laugh, it's all worth it. So here's some funny ways of transportation. I got to China and other places. I talk about China a lot. I know it originated there, and I'm no means I'm not prejudiced at all at Chinese people or anything like that. I love Chinese people. I love every nationality, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you ways I got there though. And then I talk about other places too sometimes, but this is part 10 of answers I give to people that ask me if I've been to places that have the coronavirus. The first way of transportation is I dug and dug and dug into the earth and dug a hole to China, then jumped down the hole and ended back in the United States. An American Olympian shot putter threw me on a shot put to China, and a Chinese Olympian shot putter threw me back on the shot put to the United States. The soccer champion Pele did a flip kick and kicked me like on a soccer ball to China, and a Chinese soccer player kicked me back to the United States on the soccer ball. An American discus Olympian threw me on the discus to China, and a Chinese Olympian threw me on the discus back to the United States. I went with Christopher Columbus on the sea to see if the world was flat around, and we ended up in China instead of America. But then we came back on the ship and realized that the world is round and not flat, and we didn't fall off the edge of the world. I was on a F-fighter jet and went Mach 4 all the way to China and came back on the jet plane, Mach 4 speed, maybe even faster than that. I got shot out of the fighter jet on a peninsula and got blown up in the ocean, but then I survived somehow in some miraculous way. And I skied on the back of a sea turtle, and he took me through the ocean and then into the fresh water, and then came up on the bank, and I walked back to the United States. I sat on the back of a frog, and he hopped all the way to China and hopped all the way back. Cupid shot me and my girlfriend on an arrow with his bow all the way to China, and Cupid shot us on his bow with an arrow all the way back to the United States on his arrow. I got strapped to an atom bomb on a bomber jet or plane, and I got sent to a testing site on the ground and blew up in an atom bomb cloud, mushroom cloud. I got blowed up. I lived from it. Let's see. I went surfing when there was a hurricane. I went on a 100-foot wave all the way to China and came back on a 500-foot wave when it got worse. From China back to the United States on the surfing USA. Let's see, here's some more. Oh, I went on the dog that flies on the Never-Ending Story and flew all the way to China, and I flew all the way back. Let's see. I paddle boated all the way to China and paddle boated all the way back. I did the Dead Man's Float and laid on my back in the ocean and kicked with my feet and did the Dead Man's Float kick all the way to China and back. I think these are all the ways I got for right now, but I come up with all kinds of crazy ways to get to China and other places that have the coronavirus. If you like my comedy or anything like that, press the bell, press subscribe, then press the bell and you get my videos. Check out my channel. I do comedy, I do preaching, sermons, jokes, stories for kids, stories for adults. I have clean material here. I'm a Christian, I love Jesus, and I do impersonations of presidents, entertainers, singers, movie stars. I'm a Christian, I love Jesus, and I love people, and I love everybody, and I love you all in Christ. And if you have any prayer requests, put them on here, and I'll pray for you. I'll talk about Jesus if you want to, or pray for you, or just shoot the breeze. You just want to talk to me, or whatever, I'll talk to you. I hope you all like my comedy and jokes, and just remember to press the subscribe button and the bell to get my videos. Check out my channel, I got stuff, all kinds of stuff on there. I even have stuff about hackers so you won't get hacked and stuff. So I hope you all like my stuff, and Jesus loves you too, and have a great day.